Good evening, everyone. Tyler Segerman here with you alongside Chase Bachman. We are here in Boca Raton High School, Chase, where they just finished up their second to last practice for bowl prep.
Absolutely. The Toledo Rockets getting ready for the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans. It's a mouthful, but this game is going to be very exciting for Toledo. It's a chance to finish out the Jason Candle era the right way. Those were the words of interim head coach Robert Weiner. He is a Florida guy. Tampa pretty much his whole life as a high school football coach, very successful, with a lot of these players coming from Florida because of him. And he said this is all about finishing out, as he said, the Jason Candle era the right way.
First and foremost, these guys deserve it. You know, we have guys on this team who've been through COVID and guys on this team who've been here 6 years. So I get to honor them tonight and have dinner with those seniors that have been here for all of that time and dedicated their time. But also, honestly, I think that we then take the players and turn it back. I think that we collectively owe it to Jason Candle, like the winningest coach in the history of Toledo football. Like, this is his team that he put together. And although he doesn't get to coach it here, I think we owe it to him to put a great product on the field and try to represent that, as well as our university and as well as our town, as great as we possibly can.
More than a dozen players on this roster are from the state of Florida, so a nice reunion of sorts to see them play in front of friends and family here on Tuesday. And of course, for them, guys like Emmanuel McNear-Warren, who's going to be in the NFL, he decided to play. He didn't get a chance to play in the bowl game last year in Detroit, so he gets a chance to finish out his career strong. Guys like Andre Fuller, Tucker Gleason, all these guys coming back to Florida to finish out their careers, and what a way to obviously finish that out here in Florida for these guys.
I feel like the coach change that we had. A lot of players have stepped up, the coaches stepped up, so just giving our all for them. I feel like that's like a great finale for me to finish off at home. I feel like this game is going to mean a lot to me.
We got a lot of young guys that haven't been to a bowl game before, so it's exciting for them, being able to be there and kind of guide them through how this operates and practicing at a different place and doing all that. But it's going to be good, and the guys are excited. We want to win every football game that we play in, and no better way to do it than now. So we've got a little adversity. We got some coaches out, other guys stepping up into different roles, and the guys have embraced it and they're excited.
So, of course, they got one more practice here at Boca Raton High School before the game officially kicks off on Tuesday. And, Chase, one thing we noticed, the quarterback situation, Caleb Osborne taking all of the first-team reps during walkthroughs today. Doesn't appear Tucker Gleason will get to play.
Yeah, we saw Tucker on the sideline, with a sheet in his hand, so it looks like maybe a sideline role for him. Yep. It's something we're seeing a lot of guys do. They're transferring from being on the field to being on the sideline. It's something that, during bowl season, you're just going to have to make adjustments, and a lot of these guys are.
Yeah, and Coach Weiner obviously mentioned, too, the play calling going to be kind of a camaraderie, collective effort. Not one guy is going to be in charge of the play calling. So it'll be interesting to see how the Rockets fare in that regard and overall as they get set to take on the Louisville Cardinals in the Bush's Baked Beans Boca Raton Bowl. Of course, that kicks off on Tuesday. For Chase Bachman, I'm Tyler Segerman here in Boca Raton, Florida.